Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be looking at how to do the mean, the median, and the standard deviation inside of Excel. The numbers that I have in the table for company A, B, and C come from a document that I have on Lumen. So let me actually bring that document up so you can see which one I'm going to be basing this off of. So if we bring this over here, I'm using this document here, this reading under standard deviation. So click it just so you can see. And so what I'm going to be doing is showing you this example 1, how to get the numbers that I've given you inside the problem. So you can apply this to doing means in the first section, the first reading here. Okay, so you can use this for the means, but it works for both this and this. And it's just nice to be able to do this pretty quickly in Excel. Okay, so we've got these 3 companies. And we have 5 employees. Each one of these numbers is the salary of an employee. So in order to calculate the mean, the median, and the standard deviation, we're going to use Excel. And so we're going to go into these boxes here. So mean we'll put here, and always equals. And then what we have to do in Excel is average. So remember, capital letters A, V, E, and then you see these pop up, and all you have to do is look for the one you want. You click on it once, and then it gives you an idea of what this is. Returns the average, and then it says the word mean. Perfect. So I'm going to double click this. It fills the rest of it for me, gives me an opening parentheses, and then tells me I need to start plugging numbers in. So what I'm going to do is give it a range. So I'm going to left click on this box, because that's my first number, and then I'm going to hold my left click down and drag so that I can get all the numbers. And then I'm going to close this with a closing parentheses, and then I'll hit enter. So let's go back into that. Average, first box you want to do, B2, then you can do a colon, last box. If you want, you don't want to type it out, just click the first box, drag all the way down. Okay, so that works, that's not bad. Let's just do this one. Average, and we could just type it out, open parentheses, first number, I'm holding my click down, drag, close parentheses. These functions always need to be open parentheses, close parentheses. Oh, I get the same average. Okay, I wonder if that's on purpose. It is. Average, drag, and there we go. So what have we found out? All 3 companies with their 5 employees each have the same average or mean salary. Right? So the mean salary is the same for all 3 companies. What this should immediately tell you is the mean is not all you need to look at to understand a group of numbers. So company A, B, and C have different salaries. If all you're looking at is the mean, you can't tell that. And I would say that these salaries are pretty different. A and B, not too much, but definitely A and C. These salaries are quite different in terms of the sizes for each person. So we need some way to understand that that's happening. And we'll get to that in a second. That's the standard deviation. But another way we can measure the middle, which is sometimes better for us to use, is the median. Well, we could do this by hand without too much work, right? The median is just the middle number. So let's do it by hand first, actually. So here's the first number. Okay, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers. So the middle number will be the third one. So 1, 2, here it is. So this is my median because it's just the middle number. Okay. All right, what about here? 1, 2, 3, middle number. Awesome. Okay, 1, 2, 3, middle number. Got it. All right, so again, middle number, you can just do that. Or if you want to, if you have many big numbers and you don't want to try to take the work to find the middle one, equals capital M, and then let's just spell out the word median. And there we go, we see median right here. So I'm going to double click it, and again it opens up a parentheses. I drag my numbers in and calculate. So median, a function median also works if I don't want to do it by hand. Okay, Okay, let's do standard deviation now. So for this first one, before we actually calculate the standard deviation using Excel, we can just think about it and actually get the right answer. So remember, the standard deviation, what is this? It's a way for us to measure how spread out our data is. But specifically, it's asking us how spread out is each data point from the mean. So the way we calculate this, in essence, is we take each data point, like this person, and we say, how far are you from the middle? Well, the mean is 150,000, so you're right on top of it. There's no spread at all. So then we take that zero spread and we add it to the standard deviation. And then we just go through. How far are you? 0? Okay. How far are you? How far are you? How far are you? All zeros, the standard deviation should pop up 0 when we do the calculation. So let's try it. Equals standard deviation, and then we're going to use this .s here. Then, just like the other ones, we're going to click and drag, close it off, enter. We've got it. 0. Awesome. What about this one? Okay, well, now we're asking the same question again. Is this going to be 0? Is there any spread? Is it going to be bigger than 0? Well, start with this number. Is this right on top of the mean? No, this is a little bit further away, so we will have some standard deviation here. Although it won't be too big because these numbers are all pretty close to the mean. So let's see that. Equals standard deviation. Here it is. .s. First number, drag down, close it off, and there we go. We've got a number, not too big, 15,000. It's representing to us how spread out all of this information is. All right, this one, let's start it off. Equals standard deviation .s, drag it down, close it, and let's stop here for a second. Let's think about this. Should we get a bigger number or a smaller number? Okay, well, we're trying to, in essence, this is not perfectly what's happening, but it's close. We're adding up the distances from each data point to the mean. So, 500. How far is that from the mean? Well, it's pretty far. So, that's a big number we're adding to the standard deviation. Okay, this one, big again, we're far. This one, nah, we're not far. Okay. This one, oh, we're pretty far again. And this one, again, we're far. So we're adding lots of big distances to our standard deviation. So we should get a bigger number here. And look at that, we do. Huge number, 149,000. Big, big number, really spread out. Okay, so we've got really spread out, big standard deviation. Kind of a small standard deviation. The numbers are pretty close together. And 0 because all the numbers are right on top of each other. All right, so we've got our 3 formulas. Average here in Excel will do the mean. Median will do the median. Standard deviation with the .s will do the standard deviation. And there you go. So you can use Excel now if you'd like to do these calculations. I'll never ask you to do standard deviation by hand. The formula's too much. I'll look at the formula with you if you're interested, but you won't need to know it. You can just do it in Excel or I'll give it to you. So if you have any questions, let me know.